What is up, guys? We got a first place winner here from King Fandom, which hosted a big boss tournament. So he was able to win this OP05 box here out of a 29-man tournament. So this is one of the Valley's one of the Valley's best players for ZORO, and here he is in the flesh.
Hello everyone, of course I love my ZORO, and I've been dominating really well in the regionals scene, and I hope I can bring it to nationals. And today, thankfully, I won this box.
Yeah.
I'll go over my deck list real quick with you guys.
So do you think that ZORO has a really good matchup against all the meta decks currently, the big three, I guess?
I think ZORO is favored into two of the big three for sure, but will struggle into NL really hard. You gotta get really lucky, in my opinion, and high roll a lot. But it is definitely doable.
I see. So you want to dodge NL as much as possible.
Exactly.
And play the Sakazuki matchup as well as the Purple Luffy.
My easiest matchup by far is Purple Luffy. I think you are heavily favored into Purple Luffy. And Sakazuki, it is still very close, and you cannot afford to lose tempo at all. But you are favored into Sakazuki.
Okay, how many Sakazukis and NLs and Purple Luffy did you play today?
I versed. My first match was an NL. I thankfully won. I think I just had the better board state, and like I said, I high rolled as well a little, and got into it, and eventually I burned them out of resources and then went for it for a couple of turns. He got very lucky on the triggers. I think he had like 3, and I was very scared for a second because he hit Pages as like last lives, and that really scared me and threw off my math a lot.
Yeah, so you had to pretty much adapt to that.
Exactly. My second match was Sakazuki, and that one was a lot more steamrolled because my first search was a Diamble Jambe, which is what one of the main cards you're looking for against that matchup, and Thrush Luffy.
I see.
My third matchup was against Nami. No, sorry, that was not. It was against Purple Luffy.
Okay.
Yeah, I versed the big three like right away.
Yeah.
Against Purple Luffy, I was actually very close. My good friend Lalo is really good into Purple Luffy. We've been practicing a lot, and he knows the matchup really well, so he knew what he was doing as well. But I was still more favored, and eventually, after a while of dodging against like blocker laws, I barely managed to get into it and just won.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my last matchup was Nami, and the round ended there because the pair down beats NL, thankfully, so we didn't have to go to a fifth
Okay,
round.
so Nami usually have a good matchup against it.
Yes.
So you had really good matchups except for NL.
Yes.
Which you actually won.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go into your deck profile.
Alright, I'll start us off with one of the core cards in the deck, in my opinion, 2 Diamble Jambes. I still say core, but I only run 2 of because you need buggy hits, and this is one of the best buggy hits of all time, and Nami also can hit this. It really matters for the Sakazuki matchup. You really want to see this, so that way when they're at 0 life, you can just go for it at the end and attempt to win.
Okay.
Very extremely useful card.
And searchable.
Oh yeah.
Great.
And my next card is 4 0 bad mana score.
Gosh. Okay.
This is a decision mostly by me. I thought of how to complement the no Ks in this deck a lot, and this card's trigger and active is insane and has won me so many games.
I see.
And it cannot be underestimated.
It sounds like
power
it
is. And of course, one of the best red cards in the game, 4 Radical Beams.
Yes.
Insane card, just makes it to where I can go to 2 life really easily and still have insane amounts of counter because of this card. This card's amazing. I'm happy it's unbanned, and I don't think it's busted enough to go banned again.
Yeah, we'll see.
Here's one of my tech cards. I play 4 1-drop new OP05 Nico Robbins.
Okay.
I think this is one of the most underestimated cards in the set for sure. One of the best cards in the game right now, if not the best cards in the game, is Rebecca. And this, for 1 Dawn, can KO Rebecca. And it will throw off Sakazuki in the Dawn game of the math game that is ZORO, and makes it to where I can swing for better sweet numbers and higher numbers against the deck that only really has 8 2K counters.
Yeah.
And it's devastating. Another thing I want to point out is NL. The Shirihoshi loops is insane.
Yeah.
And I think you really need this against the NL matchup.
Okay, so just make sure that they can't put the Shirihoshi back on top of life.
Exactly.
Okay.
I will play 4 Magras. Magra is just a really good card. It's a Machino, but also a body as well, unlike Machino. But it's amazing. Nothing wrong with it. Just stable.
Yeah.
And another card, I play 4 Machinos, obviously.
Yes. So good.
So good.
Yeah.
It's a 1 Dawn for 3K. Nothing. You can't beat that, really.
I see you be swinging with Makino instead of bumping.
Whenever you need to do it. Like
Yeah.
if we're out in a resource battle, you can attack my Machina. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Okay, cool.
I play 4 Namis. Nami again, one of
Yeah.
the best searcher. Almost never misses. You have so many targets. Insane.
How many targets do you have? Do you know? Off the top of your
I
head?
think 30. It's on my head.
Yeah, so there's no way you're gonna miss.
No, it's very impossible to miss.
Okay.
with Nami. And then my next up is 4 Buggies. I only have 10 hits with Buggy, which is terrifying. But to me, I have rarely missed with Buggy. Buggy's
Yeah.
great. Don't think of Buggy as a searcher. Think of it as a 1-don 3K that has the ability of not being KO'd by slash types. That effect comes up more times than none. And think of it as vanilla will fix bad habits of Zoro players I've been seeing lately. It is a searcher, but it doesn't need to hit. It's a vanilla.
What are the common slash characters that you come across in the big 3?
For sure in the know. I think about and their 2-drop a Sky Island Searcher also is a slash type.
Okay.
For Luffy, it's Miss Double Fingers, and I think for the most part it's Miss Double Fingers, but you're already fair in some matchup. And Blocker Law, sorry.
And Blocker Law.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Sakazuki, this effect isn't gonna come up like almost at all because they're either gonna bottom deck or KO it already.
Yeah.
You're just gonna swing with it for the most part, and you're just gonna let it die. For next one is 4 2K counter Brooks. I actually think this is one of the most broken 2Ks, arguably even better than Machina. It essentially says for 0 Dawn, you get a 3K body. And to me, that's insane. Sometimes I know that I'm swinging 7K with my lead or like just giving it to Nami for easy 5K. I can just play this and have another body as pressure. And it's really good into Purple Luffy matchup as well because you can just spam more bodies.
Yeah, that's good philosophy.
Another 2-drop, one of the best 2-drops in the game, arguably one of the most broken red cards. Carly the Dawn. I love this card. This card doesn't miss. It just gets me everything I need every time. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
There's just nothing wrong with it. For my next stuff, I'm playing 2 of starter deck Rush Sanji.
Okay, let's explain this one.
The reasoning for it is in red, and especially the Sakazuki matchup, you need to be seeing Rush cards consistently. I put this in a list of mine. Since it's a 2 for 4 Dawn card, it is automatically passes the vanilla test on Rush cards and gives you the option of Rush. And since you already have Bad Manners Carcass, it's never a death card in hand. You will eventually see one of them. So you can greed with the rush cards like this, where it's vanilla stats and no K counter. And it's amazing on that kind of situation. Yeah. It's just Dawn efficient.
He's basically already a 5K.
Exactly. Because of my leader build.
Okay.
Sometimes in the Nell matchup especially, I play it as a vanilla and then do a 5K attack just to test the waters a lot. Now next up is the Rush Zoro. Again, same reasoning as the Rush Sanji, but I wanted 6 of this. One of the best cards in the game.
Absolutely.
It's vanilla again. It's a vanilla rush card with the vanilla stats.
Yeah.
My next stuff is the MVP against Sakazuki. It is 4 rush Luffy's.
Very nice.
I think this card is amazing. It's in my list of it's not Sanji or Zoro in terms of Dawn efficiency because it's not a vanilla.
Yeah.
But the fact it's an unblockable will throw off so many people.
Yeah.
And by thinking they're safe, especially Purple Luffy and Sakazuki.
Okay.
And my last card is a 2 of 6K, 6 drops Rush Sanji. Reasoning for that is instead, why don't you just put this on this into this Sanji because it's more Dawn efficient. My reasoning is sometimes NLs play like Queen where they starve you out and keep you at 5 life. So Gadatsu just becomes infinitely better. Gadatsu hits all my deck except this
guy.
I would like to look for him in the NL matchup. And the way I think about it is it's a rush card with a 1K counter. There's absolutely nothing that could go wrong with that. Having the power of both rush and and counter power is insane.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why I run it as a 2-of because the deck's already on such tight budget. You can't really move that many cards around.
Okay.
And I think it's a very good 2-of.
Any changes for your deck going forward for Nationals, or are you going to keep this exact list?
I think I'm going to keep this exact list to Nationals, but in set 6, I think I'm going to take out the 4 Nico Robins for 5-drop Marco for the upcoming Gecko Moria matchup.
Yes.
It will help out a lot in that.
Okay, so you've already prepared yourself for Zoro into the OPO6 meta.
Yes.
And so this guy's already prepared for Zoro. And so
I promised I play Zoro until 10 sets, and I will keep that promise, and I'll keep the stack alive.
What if they have another Zoro leader?
If they add a new Zoro leader, I will definitely play that. I'm already making decks for Zoro Sanji. I think it's a very off-meta deck, but I can see potential, and I can't wait to have fun.
Okay, so the Zoro main is going to be playing Zoro for until the end of the game, basically.
Yes, sir.
All right, congrats on your win.
Fan of Zoro.
There you go, straw hat. All right, congrats on your win, and I hope to see you more in the future, and I hope you win nationals.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, peace out.
Peace.